Guys, welcome to the call. If you guys are just jumping on and you're on your phone or the computer and you're not muted, if you guys can go ahead and mute yourself, that way we don't hear a lot of background noises. So I am really excited about our call tonight because I don't know, I feel like I get these questions all the time. I get people who are starting the business, I get people who have been in the business, and they ask, how in the heck do I grow a business in just 1 hour a day or even 2 hours a day? Let me just stop and say that it is totally possible because that is how I built my business to a 6-figure income in my first year. The difference between those who have been in the business and are asking me how the heck that can happen, and those who are making whatever goals they're wanting to accomplish, it's the intentionality behind what you're doing. So yes, it's totally possible, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I do for my day to make it happen. So I'm gonna share my screen because I was professional and I made slides again. You guys should seriously, like, hey, I'm really starting to get my professional pants on. So hold on. Lauren, what's going on? Now I can't see the chat. There it is. Am I echoey to you guys? Just you, Lauren, not me. All right, let me share my screen here. All right, can you guys see it? Wonderful. All right, guys, so again, today our call is building a business in just 1 to 1.5 hours a day, and it can happen. Before I get started, I wanna go over just a couple things here. If you guys have looked in the back office, is it breaking news still? It's on the right side. There's always breaking news on the right side when you log into your back office, right side or middle. Oh my goodness, I don't know, they keep changing it. Okay, so anyways, there's breaking news and updates that Beachbody gives you that you need to be aware of. So I'm gonna go over those things that you have probably already seen. If you didn't pay attention, you're going to learn it right now, but hopefully you already know about this. So I'll just go over it really quickly, but Beachbody has this make your mark thing. So this is literally a screenshot from my back office, but there are different markers that you're gonna get as you qualify for Success Club and helping your team hit Success Club as well. So there's 4 different markers, and as you are reaching these goals, Beachbody is going to reward us and give us some prizes. My favorite thing, one of my favorite things about this business from the get-go that motivated me was getting free stuff. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I love showing off my water bottles, my t-shirts, my hats, bags, whatever it is, motivational magnetic desktop vision board. Hey, that sounds pretty awesome. That was marker 3. But I love getting the free stuff that Beachbody gives me because I'm working really hard and I'm reaching my goals. So if you guys haven't seen this, go ahead and look at it. There's FAQ 2027 and 3782. Make sure that you're looking at it. It's the month of October. So this is the month that you should be like pushing, because what this does, if you're pushing in October, it is going to help you finish the year strong and set the bar high for you for next year. And yes, I'm already thinking about 2019 because not to rush time, but we only have a few months left in 2018. It's going quick, but I know that when I'm pushing and I'm working really hard at the end of the year, what is going to happen for the next year. So I'm just preparing for what I know is going to be an amazing year ahead. Next is Coach Summit 2019 flash sale tickets. From October 20th to the 31st, they are having the $145 ticket sale. That is going to be the lowest price you could possibly get. I would definitely take that up because I think they're what, normally $299? Yeah, $299 I think. So what you guys need to do is make sure you are hitting Success Club also in October, November, and December. And on top of that $145 ticket, you guys are going to be eligible for $200 travel cash. That has never happened. Beachbody has never done that for us. I've always had to pay for my own flight and hotel, whatever it is. And now they're giving you $200 back when you're hitting Success Club for October, November, and December. So you have to make sure that if you want that $200 travel cash, you need to get that $145 summit ticket. You need to get your ticket in the month of October for that to happen. And you also need to go to Summit in order to get that $200. They're not going to just say, here's your travel cash, but you're not really going. And if you don't know what Summit is, it is the biggest training of the year. It is where 20-something thousand coaches come together and they just get completely inspired and motivated by corporate, by the top coaches in the company. They have other motivational speakers and entrepreneurs come in and talk to us. And it literally will help you take off with your business. It just completely gives you a different mindset. I know so many coaches, including myself, have gone through so many struggles. And once Summit comes, it's like a game changer. Now, I'm not going to say that it did it for me this year because I had my son with me and he was like 6 months old, and I wanted to jump out of a building because it was really hard being with just me and my child, and I really didn't get to pay attention. So I will not ever bring my child with me. Missy did bring her baby at 6 weeks when she went to a summit before, and she had a different experience. So don't take my experience with a baby as you shouldn't bring yours. If that's the only way you can go, yes, you should go, because I don't regret taking him and going, even though I didn't get as much as other people did out of it. Just do what you can to get there. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. We've all made sacrifices to get there. We've made sacrifices with time, our family, and financially to get there. This is a game changer. You should probably do it. All right. Last but not least is just talking about Super Saturday or Super Sunday. It is this coming weekend. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it is a local event. If you are brand new and you just started today as a coach, you should go into the back office, put in your area code or zip code, area code, I think, and find your local Super Saturday. There should be one semi-close to you that is you could drive to, and they are awesome. Again, it's more training. It's just more, it's smaller, it's local. You're going to meet new coaches. Sometimes corporate attends. I know I go to the one in Philadelphia, and Carl Deichler will be there. And again, they're upbeat, they're fun, they're motivating. You're going to hear some training. You're going to hear from other coaches. You're going to hear from corporate, because they do play a video, so you still will get that. Any updates are given also at your Super Saturday, and they do a live workout, which is really, really fun. This is a great way for you to be there, show up, and then talk about it on your social media so you can share what you're doing as a coach, because when you share the community and everything that you get to do, other people are going to be like, I want in on that. What are you doing? But if you don't post about it and you don't show up, no one's going to ask you what you're doing. Okay? Make sense? Got it. And then we are done and we are ready to start the show. Does anyone have any questions real quick? I feel like I'm just jibber jabbering on. Okay. So how to build a business successfully in just 1 to 1.5 hours a day. And the reason why I have 1 to 1.5, because it is going to differ for each person depending on what your goals are. There are, and I put the secret sauce at the bottom, guys, just kidding. There's no secret sauce. Like, everyone does this same thing, and you're either going to do it or not do it. I have the experience of doing it, and I have the experience of not being consistent. And I will tell you, my business is flourishing and healthy when I'm doing it. And when it's not, it's because I'm not consistent. And I'm just being honest with you guys as a leader, because I've been doing this now for almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years in less than 1 month. And that's crazy to even think about. But I've been around, and I know how this business works. And you may not see, if you don't do anything right now, you may not see the decrease or drop in your business right away. But if you keep doing that, you're definitely going to see a decrease. Same thing when you're working your business. You're not going to see success overnight, guys. And I know that's where people get frustrated and they want to quit because they feel defeated because they're not getting the results right away. But I promise you, if you're consistent in doing these activities that you need to be doing every day, your business will grow and it will be incredible and the results will pay off. All right. So types of coaches. There are a few different types of coaches. You guys probably know this, but I just want to tell you again. So there is something called a hobby coach or a part-time coach. So that means that you're not looking to have a full-time income. You want a part-time income. Maybe you want to have your shakes paid for. Maybe you want to make $250 a month, $500 a month, which is even pretty good. But you don't have to work a whole lot of hours every single day in order for this to happen, okay? So the part-time income, that is working an hour a day in your business. That is for someone who wants to hit Success Club 5, which is helping 3 people, getting their Shakeology paid for. I call that a hobby coach. And then there's full-time people who want a full-time income. For the people who want a full-time income, the bare minimum is 1.5 hours a day you should be working your business. Those are business builders, and that is someone who wants to hit Success Club 10 minimum. If you are only helping, and I don't want to say this in a bad way, but I'm going to be real and honest with you guys. If you're wanting to hit Success Club 5 every month, I don't want to say only, because that is an awesome goal to have. Like, you need to have that goal. But a part-time income will help you if you're hitting Success Club 5. But if you want to build a 6-figure income, Success Club 5 is going to be harder to get there, because if you think about it, people usually stick around for 3 months. And if you're not replacing those people every month just by helping 3 people only stick around for 3 months, you're just pretty much like picking up where they left off, where they backed off, then you're picking up someone else. So, you want to be stable and you want to be able to build for that full-time income. So looking at these 2 types of coaches, I don't want you guys to think, again, that the part-time hobby coach is a bad thing. It's not at all. You guys need to figure out what you want with your business and your goals. We are going to help you reach those goals. We are not going to put our goals on you whatsoever. So if you tell your coach that this is what you want to do, you want to be a full-time income earner, that you want to make $1 million in your business, or you want to pay off a house, or you want to put a down payment on the house. If you tell your coach what your goals are, your coach is going to help you with those goals. So unless you change them and you tell them you change them, your coach is going to have expectations of you doing activities that are going to be aligning with what you said your goals are, okay? So with that said, the most important thing is that you are intentional about every task you do in your business. And this quote right here I found: if you want to experience significant progress towards your goal, you need to be intentional about the work you're doing every day. It's so easy to get caught up in, here I go, I need to do this again, I need to do this again, I need to do, because sometimes it does feel like it's repetitive. I'm not gonna lie, like, we need to do vital behaviors every day, and we're adding new contacts every day, we're inviting, we're following up, and it's like, oh, here we go again. But it's easy when you're so used to doing those things every day to get caught up in the shiny objects around us and to end up doing something totally different that's not even on our to-do list. Is anybody guilty of doing that? I'm so guilty of it. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. It's easy to do, but it's also easy to create habits of being intentional, just like we teach our challengers, right? Because we teach our challengers that it takes 21 days to create a habit, and we really want to help them focus on getting into the habit of working out, get into the habit of eating healthy. We need to be doing this with our business. Like, we need to be challengers for our own business. So, what tasks will help you grow your business? So these are my business building activities that I feel I know for a fact, as my son says, it's a true fact, for a true fact that it is going to help you succeed in your business. Working out. When I say working out, guys, I do not count this as my business hour. Like, you have 1 to 1.5 hours, and I'm not going to count my workout as part of my business building well, it is my business building activity because I need to be working on my own journey. But I am not going to count it towards my 1 or 1.5 hours on my to-do list, because even if I wasn't a coach, I need to be working on my health and fitness journey. So this right there, me being healthy, is not going to change because I'm a coach. Does that make sense to you guys? It's something you should be doing every day just because. Okay, personal development. That is something that definitely is a business building activity. It's a four vital behavior. Challenge groups. Being in our challenge groups and being present is key. If we are not showing up in our challenge groups, our challengers aren't going to show up in our challenge groups. And if we're not showing up and our challengers are not showing up, guess who is not going to have results, right? And our challenge groups are our bread and butter to our success. We need our challenge groups. We need our clients to get amazing results, because when they get amazing results, they fall in love with the products, they fall in love with the community, they fall in love with the groups and what Beachbody stands for, and they want to do it too. They want to coach too. That's where a lot of our working coaches will come from. That is where I got a lot of my working coaches from, and still do. Okay, adding new contacts daily. I know that could be a struggle for people, because we are, what is that word I'm looking for? Where you're afraid to talk to people. Come on, what's the word? So simple, come on. What is it? Someone tell me. I can't hear anybody. Come on. Do I need to look at the chat bar? Someone say the word. I can't think. Now I can't even see a chat bar. Someone unmute. What is it?
An introvert.
Introvert, yeah. All of that, guys. I think I need sleep. It was a late night last night. All right, so introvert. Thank you. So there are people who are introverts and they don't like adding new contacts because they're like, well, I don't know them and I feel weird. I don't want people to think I'm annoying. I don't want people to think that I'm trying to sell them something. Guys, you're adding new contacts. If these people accept you as a friend, that's on them. And they would be weird if they think you're weird because they're accepting you. But you have to be willing to talk to new people and to add new contacts, because if you don't, you're eventually going to run out of people to talk to. I know a lot of people don't start with a lot of friends on Facebook. I think I had like 200 or 300 when I started coaching, and now I'm at like 3,800 over the past 6 years, and that was me also having to delete people because I maxed out at 4,000 4 times maybe. And that's because I was consistent with adding new contacts. It's important to do. If someone tells me they don't have anyone else to invite or talk to, I'm like, you're probably not doing the one activity that you should be doing to help you grow your business. So that is adding new contacts daily. Connecting, hey girls, happy birthdays. I have those all in one because when I am doing my hey girl, I'm connecting with someone. When I'm doing my happy birthdays, I'm connecting with someone. So those are an activity that needs to be done every single day. And then there's invites, which are inviting to our challenge groups, inviting to coaching, and doing our follow-ups. Whoop. Okay. So now I'm going to go a little bit more in depth here. Workout. This is something, it's a vital behavior. You're being a product of the product. You guys, we need to be on our own journey all the time. It's so strange how I have noticed when people are not doing well in their business, I could tell it's because they're not doing well on their fitness journey. Again, I've had that experience too. But when I'm not doing my workouts, when I drink my Shakeology, but when I'm not doing my workouts, because there have been times where I haven't, last week was an example, when I'm not, it's obvious that I could easily slack in my business. Again, same with other people. I can tell, other people can tell. If you're not talking about what you're doing with your workouts and with your own fitness journey, how is anyone going to join you and say, I want to do what she's doing? Because you're not even doing it. And one thing that I do want to add, we have product launches a lot. Like Beachbody has this set up. They know exactly what to do to help us as coaches to be successful. That's why they plan the product launches when they do. So when there's a product launch, even if it's not a program that you guys want to do, I'm going to strongly, strongly encourage you to do it anyways, just because even though it may not be for you, it could be for your friend, it could be for your neighbor, it could be for someone else watching you that needs to see that. Having a before and after is very, very, very important. I don't care if you came into this business and you only have 2 pounds to lose and you want to tone a little bit. That is a transformation and it counts. If you have 50 pounds to lose and you're just starting this business and you're like, I don't even have results, how am I going to be successful in this business? I promise you, if you can share progress along the way, even if you are just starting your journey and you're just starting as a coach, you will inspire so many people by sharing progress. This is not about being perfect for anyone. Heck, I did a post this morning about me having my rolls hanging over and my arm. It was just a really bad angle. And I looked at it, I'm like, oh my goodness, I am not freaking posting this. And then I thought about it and I'm like, wait a minute, like people need to see progress. People need to see how you are. And if you are not sharing that, they're going to think that they have to be perfect. And it's going to be really hard to get perfect people on this journey with you because nobody's perfect. So always be on your own journey. Always share your progress. Be a challenger yourself. Even in your challenge groups, you need to be a challenger. I'm skipping ahead here. So I'll go back to that. Personal development, podcasts, YouTube videos, books, audios. So you do what works best for you. I love podcasts because it's just right on my phone. And I also do audible.com. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it, but you could download a whole bunch of books. And I pay for it monthly. I think it's $15, and you get credits to pay for your books. It's really, really nice to have because then you can go back and listen to it again. Podcasts, I listen to anything and everything. YouTube videos, when I'm on YouTube, I will look at a lot of Beachbody coaches that have team calls, that do leadership calls, just because I like to see how their style of coaching is. And then, of course, books. That's like my last resort. I have so many books, and some of them are like halfway read. I'm just not someone who sits there and reads a book. I don't know. I see too many squirrels. But you need to be doing your personal development every day. 10 to 15 minutes minimum will impact your life and will impact your business. And then your challenge groups, like I said, be a challenger yourself, do your workouts, show up in your groups. And here's a big thing that I have noticed with people when they're in challenge groups and they're running it with multiple people. There are coaches who only comment on their challengers. That right there is bullcrap. If you're not going to comment on other people's stuff, do your own challenge group by yourself, because it is rude and disrespectful not to comment on the other challengers just because you're not getting credit for them. You need to be showing up for every single person in there because they are there for help and they are there for a reason, and you committed as a coach. So it is your job as a coach to check in with every single person in there. Again, if you're like, well, the group is too big. Okay, so take yourself out of it and take your challengers and do it yourself. But the whole point of it is to have more support, more motivation, and more accountability. So I love having groups with a couple coaches because it's really nice when there's 3 or 4 different coaches commenting on one person's post that is struggling. And then they get all of this support and positivity rather than they're really struggling and only that one person comments and has something to say while they see how many people are in the group, but nobody's commenting. Just think of how you would feel if you're on your own journey and you're struggling and you need help and you're only getting help from one person, but you know there's a bunch of coaches in there. Tina, did you have a question? I see a hand raising. I'm not really sure how that works, but did you have a question?
Like when I do, I will.
Nope.
Today, you didn't hear.
Okay. I guess she didn't need me. All right. And then to continue the personal business activities, adding new contacts, I want to give you guys the time frame. So when I'm doing these activities right here, set a timer on your phone and only focus on that activity. Once that timer is up, you stop and you move on. Well, finish the one thing that you're on and then move on to the next. That way you can keep things going, because if you don't, you could spend so much time on one task, but then not get the others done, but they're all important. Okay, so adding new contacts, 3 to 5 new contacts a day. That'll take you at most 5 minutes, at the most. And if you guys are wondering how to find new people, people you may know, your suggested friends on Facebook is really, really easy to find. They also have that on Instagram now. And on Instagram, I like to search hashtags that I would follow. So for me, I usually look up mom of 3, boy mom, new mom life, breastfeeding mama, natural birth. I will look at those and I will just scroll through. I'll look at a picture and I'll see what picture sticks out to me. If I like their profile, I will request to be friends with them or to follow them. And for me, a follow is like an added contact on Instagram. And the important thing with adding new contacts, if you guys don't know, you adding a contact and adding a friend is one thing, but taking it to the next level and sending them a message once you've added them or they've added you or accepted you takes it to a new level, and that's what you need to be doing. And I will go over that here in a minute. 5 is connecting. Hey girls, happy birthdays. You guys should be spending 10 to 15 minutes total on that. Some people don't even have any birthdays on a certain day, so it shouldn't take you long. I usually take 2 minutes on my birthdays, and I say the same exact thing. I'm going to give you guys my scripts in a second. And then invites, I spend 10 to 15 minutes on invites and 10 to 15 minutes on my follow-ups, because those are usually I don't want to say the most important, but you need to have them, or else people are not going to join you. They're very important. Okay, so I only have 10 minutes left. I am talking way more than I thought. Okay, so connections. Like I said, I have these scripts for you guys. I already added some into, I think, my page today, but I'll put them in another document. I already have them in a document, and I'll just upload that document from Google onto Forever Fit. But connections. So here's part of my connections. I do the happy birthdays, new added contacts, I start a conversation, and my other hey girls. Happy birthdays. Hey girl, how are you? I wanted to pop in and wish you a happy birthday. Any special plans to celebrate today? By the way, your babies are adorable. I love seeing their pics. Guys, when I'm doing a happy birthday, I quickly go over to their page, look and see if they have anything going on, and something I will comment and say something about what's on their Facebook page. If they don't have anything on your Facebook page, then you could just say, how was your summer? Or how are you doing? And how's everything going? That's all I do. It is simple, sweet, to the point. You don't need to make it complicated, okay? And I have these scripts in my phone, so I can literally copy it and paste it when I'm doing my tasks. That will cut back with a lot of time, and it'll help you be able to do more of what you're trying to do. To a hey girl who is a new added contact. someone that I added, they accepted my request. I say, hey girl, thanks for accepting my request. You were on my suggested friends list, and I know we have some mutual friends in common, so I felt like I should listen to Facebook and say hi. That's all. Okay, starting a conversation. Hey girl, for my follows, that follows my IG stories. So I go to my stories, I look at who was looking at my stories, and if it's usually my workout or food pic or something about fitness, I will say, hey girl, I saw you were checking out my IG stories and just wanted to say thank you for the support on my journey. Are you also working on your own fitness goals? Simple as that. Simple, sweet, to the point. Don't need to make it complicated. For a hey girl that likes or comments on any of my posts, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. Hey girl, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. Hey, I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you so much. I didn't say so much, but I usually do, for the support on my post. I really do appreciate it, and it keeps me accountable on my own journey. Are you also working towards any health and fitness goals? Hey, simple, sweet, to the point. And it almost sounds like the other one that I just did, but I just tweak it a little tiny bit. So those were the connections. Now I have my invites. I have invites to challenge groups and an invite to coaching. So invite to challenge group. Hey girlie, how are you? I know this is random, but I saw you liked my post about my fitness journey. And first off, I wanted to thank you for the support. Sound familiar? It means so much and really keeps me accountable on my own journey. I would love to have you join me on this journey. I actually am hosting a fitness boot camp group, and I am opening a few spots to those who are ready to commit to their fitness goals. I provide lots of tips, motivation, support, healthy recipes, and more. Would you like more info? Simple as that. The invites, I know, can be scary because you're like, you don't want to be selly, but guys, this is not salesy whatsoever. You are simply offering something that you believe in, that you know will change their life and benefit them. Okay? Think of it that way. Don't think about, are they going to be annoyed by me, or are they going to think terrible of me? If they do, okay, so don't talk to them again. If they're supporting you and they truly like you, they will respond and they will appreciate it. If they don't, then you're probably not meant to be friends, or they're not ready and they'll come back around. Invite to coaching. Hey girl, how are you doing? Hey, I know this is a little random, sound familiar, but I've been wanting to ask and don't want to keep holding back because then I'll never know the answer. And then I do my little smiley faces and upside down face. I just love everything about your Instagram and your style, and I could see you being a great motivator and helping others reach their goals. Have you ever thought about or looked into becoming a lifestyle coach? The fact that you already share your journey is a bonus because you're already doing what I do but not getting paid for it. Would love to give you more info. That's all. And even at the end, you can say no pressure, just wanted to ask, like just to make it a little less uncomfortable, I guess. But those to me are not uncomfortable. That to me is, I'm offering something that could help someone, that could benefit them. Just like someone who goes to a restaurant and they like the food, they're going to talk about it and say, hey, you should go to that restaurant. With our fitness journey and Beachbody, we have amazing products. Our Shakeology is amazing. Performance is amazing. Our workouts are incredible. They give results. So why not offer it to somebody else? All right, follow-ups. Hey girl, how are you? I just wanted to circle around and see if you were still wanting help with your fitness goals. I would love to have you in my group, and I have a couple spots left, but wanted to hold your spot if you're ready. Do you have any questions that I can answer for you? Guys, 24 to 48 hours, follow up with your people. If they don't answer you, it's as simple as that. You just wanted to circle around and see if they're still wanting help. It's no big deal. You're not bothering them, but if you don't follow up with them, they may just forget. It's not that they don't want to, but they may be busy. We all have busy lives, and it's our job as a coach to follow up with people. And guess what? It usually takes 8 to 10 follow-ups for someone to actually join. So follow-ups are very, very, very important. And then here's another one. This is for someone who's been looking at my posts. I did this a couple times today, but I've been inviting them, and then I followed up with them, and then I followed up with them again. And I'm like, So this is what I say. Hey girl, I see that you have seen my message and coaching isn't for you. And that's totally cool. But I'm in the business of creating wealth, both physically and financially. And I would love to know what I said wrong in this conversation, or what you didn't get about coaching, so that I can be better, so I can get better at my next conversation. Thanks so much. So you could do that with coaching or challenge groups. Just tweak it to whatever your conversation is. I know that part's scary because you're like, oh my gosh, they haven't answered like 4 of my messages. And I do have people that do that because, hey, 8 to 10 follow-ups it takes. My 4th one, I'm like, hey, what did I say wrong to you? How can I be better for the next time? And usually they'll be like, oh, it wasn't anything that you did wrong. I'm just busy or blah, blah, blah. I've had that happen, and I've had people sign up after I've sent that message. So the more successful you want to be, the more people you will need to connect with, invite, and follow up with. So that 10 to 15 minutes, if you want to help more people, of course, you're going to have to talk to more people. You're going to have to spend a little bit more time. You're going to have to make a little bit more sacrifices. And that's completely up to you and what your goals are. So a couple tips to leave you guys with. Get ready. Screenshot this. Stop the scrolling, because it is only going to hold you back from doing the activities that you need to be doing. Think of what is going to impact your business when you're doing something. If you're on Pinterest and you're asking yourself, will this help my business grow? And you can be honest with yourself and say no, get off of Pinterest and get to work. Then you can play on Pinterest when you're done with your activities. Stop multitasking. It doesn't really work. I like to think it works, but when you're doing this business and you're doing these activities, it will not benefit you to multitask, even your personal development. If you're like having a conversation with someone while you're listening to something, you're not focused on that personal development, or you're not focused on that conversation. So be intentional about every activity that you're doing, one thing at a time, and that's all. Don't go to bed till it's done. Set monthly goals and make sure your actions are aligning with your goals. And if not, either change your goals. I'm just kidding. Don't change your goals. Better yet, change your actions. Okay? Don't change your goals. If you have a goal, you better reach it. Just change your actions and have fun with building an amazing community. Because guys, this is so much fun. And you should enjoy everything that you're doing with this. So I left no time for questions, but if you have any, you can comment in the team page. Let's take a picture. Yay, we got it. All right, guys. Maybe we have a question. Any questions? Did this help, guys? Yeah, maybe. You guys ready to talk to some people?
Hey. Do you know?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Barely.
How do you snapshot like a picture of everybody on here?
Oh, I use my map.
Yeah, I have a map. I just got it.
You do Control Command. What do you do? Shift Command 4, and then just scroll your tab thingy, your little mouse. I don't know how we're still on right now, but let's do another. Ready? That way I'm not on the computer. All right, guys. Awesome. That was fun. Thanks for jumping on. Have a good night. See ya.
Good night.